I last played Against the Storm when it was still in early access. I think it came out like 2 years ago, and I knew maybe less than that, I don't know, but I think it's been about 2.5 years since I last played. When I last played, a lot of the content wasn't in yet. I remember I got a little bit confused at the very start, but then I sort of caught on and I really liked it, but I haven't really thought about this game. I was scrolling through my like Steam list this morning, and I sorted it to like most played games, and I noticed this one was somewhere like in the middle. I did play the beta of this, the early access, for maybe like 50 hours. Seems like they've added some DLCs. So there's Keeper of the Stone over here, and then there is Night Watchers. I don't think I'm going to play any of it. At least I don't think I'm going to play it right now. Maybe I will pick it up at a later time, I don't know. For some reason my resolution over there is wrong. Motion blur is off, that's good. We can bump the music up a little bit. Constrain the cursor to the window. Yes, please. Alright. So, when you first boot up the game again, it does give you the option to like start at a higher level because it detected that I had already played, but then it also said that nothing I had ever done was still compatible. So, I'm gonna try and just play a new game. But I don't really remember much of it, man. I'm sure it'll come back to me. I'm sure it'll come back to me when we play a little bit, but at the moment I don't really know much. Wasn't there like a cutscene at the very beginning? I don't remember, dude. I don't have the DLCs, no. Thank you very much, Midden, for the 4-year resub. Big. Thank you. So here you can replay tutorial missions and unlock the scenarios that will explain the more complex aspects of the game. Wait, can I actually just maybe like make a new profile or something? Hold up. Can I just like make a new profile and then like, yeah. Yeah, okay, so look, this is when I last played. It's been a while. I will be profile 2. Can I just, oh, hold up. I can make maybe just reset process or progress. There we go. This cannot be undone. All data will be cleared. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, man. It's kind of crazy. All right. So there we go. They've done a lot of updates. I don't want to read it. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we can start. Thank you, Canada, as well.
The world is plagued by the Blight Storm, a vile cycle of destruction ravaging everything in its path. The only safe haven is the smoldering city where the mysterious scorched queen reigns. You are one of her viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown. Your goal is to help rebuild the smoldering city and secure the future of the Queen's subjects.
I can do that. I need to save the world. I do that all the time. Thank you very much, Canada, for the 2 years. Thank you, Midden, for a 4-year resub. Long time. What's going on, Kalistasia? Hello, hello. I'm streaming on 3 different platforms at the same time, guys. This feels crazy. Is the YouTube stream looking okay? I think it is. Yeah, I made a Kick account recently. I decided to just give it a shot, because if I'm multi-streaming, I may as well stream on every platform. But so far, the only people that have ever chatted in my Kick stream are bots. But I think Kalistasia may be a real person, which is pretty cool. There was also this person called Mugetsu Gabrielle or something, and Mickey something. I think they may also be real people, but other than that, it's... Alright, let's see. Use WASD or the mouse to move the camera. I did it. Neglecting your village will increase the queen's impatience and bring her wrath upon you. Oh. Fulfilling your duties will increase the town's reputation, unlocking new buildings and eventually bringing you to victory. Now choose a blueprint. Select the crown icon below. Yeah, there's some RNG in the game, right? I think there's like a choice that you have to make between different cards, and it changes your gameplay up a lot. So each expedition starts with only a few essential blueprints. More will be given to you as you gain reputation points. Now, pick the woodcutter's camp. Yeah, it's like a city, it's like a strategic city builder roguelike, which is kind of nuts. All right. Build a woodcutter's camp and explore the forest. You have to keep the fire going at all times. It's like Charmander, you know? So resource acquisition. I have roads over here. I have resource acquisition over here. I can make a woodcutter's camp somewhere. R to rotate, N to mirror. Okay. Do they have to like be able to walk there? I think so, right? I think the arrow inputs where like the road needs to connect, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I really like the vibe in this game, at least when I last played it, but it's been a very long time, so I don't know. Periodically, you'll be assigned new orders from the Citadel. Select the envelope icon in the upper right corner to check your objectives. Okay. So, I need to be making 2 woodcutter camps, and I need to produce 10 wood in the buildings, at which point I will get a group of beavers and reinforced access. Okay, so woodcutting is a lot easier. Woodcutter camps production is 35% quicker. Yeah, so I get a reputation point for the Queen's Grace, and I think I win the mission if I fill up this entire Queen's Grace bar. And I think this over here is 1 notch. So I think that's what we're doing. So I need to make a second woodcutter's camp. I guess I'll make those in a different place. All right. And then I need to just wait until they're done woodcutting, I guess. Hey, yeah, sure. Good morning, Loco. Hashtag whiskey breakfast. Yeah, sure. Whiskey is not really a... Ah, never mind. Actually, let me move a couple of my stream things around. I think I'll move this one. This one can maybe stay over there. I'll move my camera over here. I don't really know exactly where I want to be blocking any of the interface, which is always a bit tricky. Let me actually also unmute Brian. We'll get our text-to-speech bot back. How about that? What's going on, Kalistasia? Hello. Breakfast of Champions? Oh, no. So I think the beavers have an affinity for wood. Yeah. Yeah. So this worker has a 10% extra chance of doubling their yield. But I only have 3 of them right now, so I guess this other woodcutter's camp is gonna have to use regular humans or lizards. Okay. I haven't watched Loco in a while, and now he's playing one of my favorite games. What's going on, Skylord? Hello, hello. Have a beautiful day, man. This game is amazing. Okay. Loco, I'm thinking of starting streaming, but I don't know which types of games people like to watch. I think you should stream whatever you want to stream. I think that's the most important thing. Ultimately, people will watch not so much for the game, I don't think, or at least you don't necessarily want people to watch for the game. You want to, like, as a content creator, you would love for everybody to tune in because of you. That's why you want people to watch. So if you're playing games that you don't really like, I think it kind of defeats the whole purpose. But obviously, you know, you do you, whatever you like. I do think it's more tricky with very popular games. Like if you're trying to, like, I don't know, become a League of Legends streamer or a Dota celebrity or a Counter-Strike professional, like that's really freaking difficult to achieve because there's so much competition in that category. But, you know, ultimately what you enjoy is what you should be streaming, I think. This game is totally worth the purchase. I think it's really underrated. It's very polished, and they implemented the community suggestions. Okay, so I've had this game since the early access. It's been a while. What's up, Damien? Hello. I love this game. Oh man, I'm loving the excitement for the game. That's really good to hear. The full release actually made this game way better. Hold up. So I did a playthrough on my second channel of this game. It's more loco, by the way, in case you're interested. If you search maybe Against the Storm Loco, how many episodes did I play this for? Can we figure this out somehow? I don't know if I linked the playlist over here.
To my very...
No, I don't think I linked it over there. It's been a while. Apparently it's been 3 years. I'm probably gonna scroll by it because I've got so much content on here. If somebody sees it, please shout at me. Man, so many good games in this list, actually. I love many of these. Against... Oh, here we go. 53 episodes. And each of the episodes here is about an hour long. Yeah. So 50... I think I played it for about 50 hours, give or take. Maybe a little less. It's been a while. Yeah, the second channel has been around for a while. I've only recently really started making some adjustments, though. It used to just sort of be a channel where I dump, like, VODs, I suppose, but...
This game looks like Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
It's, I think, better than that. Yeah, sure, but... Maybe. We'll have to figure it out. So I didn't pick up any of the DLCs. So I got the job done. Yeah, order's ready. So I can pick up my reward over here. I get 3 beavers. A group of beavers. That's a dream right there. Very nice. Ah, and now I get my second assignment. Yes, so I got one little notch over here on the progress bar. My next assignment is to cut through the forest to discover 2 glades. I also need to assign 5 woodcutters in total. Okay. So I think I'll take you guys out. And then put in some more beavers. Actually, I'm a beaver main. I did have a YouTube channel as well called Loco Clips. This is before YouTube Shorts and like TikToks and stuff really became popular. It was a little different though. It was supposed to be like short clips, but it's been a little while. So to cut through the forest and reach the glades faster, you can mark certain trees for felling, select the axe icon on the right hand side of the lower hut, and then drag the pointer over the trees. Oh, I'm glad I'm actually replaying this. I may have played through this at some point. I just don't remember anything. Actually, I remember this was bad. Yes. The glade over here that has a skull icon on it is bad, right? So this glade contains a threat, but it also gives plenty of rewards in return. No, we don't want to do that. Stop, stop, stop. So we just break open these little glades instead.
Showing some love, Loco, before bed. Love the videos.
Yeah, sure, you said you were having breakfast. Whiskey for breakfast and then straight back to bed? Yeah, sure is living the life. Alright, choose a blueprint. So I got an extra level, apparently. For now, I only can choose one of them. So I have the shelter. Can accommodate most villagers, but won't satisfy the needs for species-specific housing. Has to be built near a hearth. Can house 3 residents. Okay. So I currently have what? A population of 12. So I need 4 houses. I'll just make a few. Alright, chill. There's something about the rainy sounds in video games. I always like the rainy sounds. Okay, so we found something here. A flax field, small, and a clay node, also small. Alright, and here's another one. There's a root node. Cool. I've done the assignment. Next up, I have to make a small forager's camp and then get the vegetables in the small forager camp. Okay, produce 5 vegetables in the building small okay. The perk I will unlock is apparently the +1 to vegetable production. Alright. So I'm assuming this is going to be under the production thingamajig as well. Maybe I need to unlock it first. Yes, small foragers camp. So a small crude version of the specialized gathering camp. It's slower and can only collect resources from small gathering nodes. So this is what I need in order to like... Are these vegetables? The roots? Root vegetables count as vegetables, right? Probably good. Probably good. Okay, Nyaman. Noted, noted. You've been playing this game for 100 and... Like, you've played an additional 150 hours of this game after the latest patch? Dang. I don't know if, by the way, these things are vegetables. The roots. I consider those vegetables myself, but I don't know if the game does. We'll see. Okay, so humans apparently specialize in food farming. So they have a 10%. Okay, this is vegetables right over here. A broccoli patch. Let me get one of them. Yeah, that's what I need, right? Okay. Finally caught Loco live, and he's playing one of my favorite games. Hello, Morgan. You can move buildings? Oh yeah, you can move them. Can be moved for free. Oh, snap. Okay. So I can also tick these boxes over here, right? And basically set them up so they won't, or they will harvest specific things. I'm gonna move my camera up here. I don't know if I'm actually... No. I don't know where I'm not gonna be blocking any of the interface. We'll figure it out. So I need to mark more trees for harvesting again. But that's not my goal at the moment, right? I guess I can carve a path over here. May as well. So, is this the woodcutter camps that are doing this? Yes. But they also seem to generate additional wood. I don't know where the wood came from that they, like, generated previously, but... Can I move you guys over there too? Just to speed up the production a little bit of the amount of vegetables I need? Should be okay. You've been watching my StarCraft cast for years and finally catching up on more Loco at work? Nice. Yeah, views are up by about 100% over the last month or so on more Loco, which is pretty cool. I've actually been really enjoying making videos for a second channel. It kind of feels like running a channel again from scratch, even though the channel is, you know, quite a few years old, I suppose. I've only recently started putting in a little bit more effort, and it's been a lot of fun. This may also go up there. If so, hello, future More Loco viewers. Loco, I think right in the center, you won't block any of the game's UI. Perfect. Thank you for the suggestion. I will move my camera over here. There we go. Orders ready. Excellent. Got another one of these. Oh, okay, no, see, I am blocking something. All right, fine. I got my small foragers camp done, and I've got Vegeta Bliss in the small foragers camp. That's good. +1 vegetable production. So this is like a buff, right? So it's the same for the harvesters thingy-majig that I just got over here. I think these are basically buffs that are unlocked for the rest of the game. Or at least like this town. There we go. So next up, I need to get a Stonecutter's Camp and get these things going. Okay, similar approach again. So I guess I'll unlock the Stonecutter's Camp. An advanced gathering camp can collect resources from large and giant gathering nodes, in addition to small ones. Okay. So, okay, that's these things right over here. I don't know if the travel distance is relevant, but I guess I'll put one down over there. Yeah, so these are passives, that's what it is. Not really readable at the moment. That's probably the spot for my camera. Right above these passives. So this is one of the passives I got. And these are RNG too, right? So these are random. What I like about this is that you get like the city builder part. It's like a strategic city builder, but obviously you also have randomness in the game. Because I don't think you can really predict what is going to be the case. Like you have to make calculated guesses. Which is nice. Ooh, these people will be sent by the crown. Which group do you prefer, Viceroy? Do I want a human and a beaver? I'll take a beaver. I'm a bit of a beaver enjoyer. You're gonna hate the randomness later on. Okay, for now I like it. But you know, like the best part of city builders, in my mind, is usually the early game. I know some people disagree. But the early game is always fun. And you get to do a lot of early games in this game, right? Because you have to keep making new towns, if I recall correctly. I have not really got any plans for this game at the moment. Like, it's not like I'm saying, okay, this is the only thing we're playing for the next month. I don't know. I'm just playing. And ultimately, it's a roguelite, right? So you just get so many... Like, maybe you can technically finish it, but I don't think there really is a finishing in this type of game right now. So, order's ready again. This is, by the way, the tutorial, right? So at the moment, I can't really do anything wrong.
Whiskey, kids to school then sleep graveyard shift.
Ah, I see. Yeah, sure. Graveyard shift. Also known as the gamer lifestyle, right? I feel like many gamers out there transition perfectly to working the graveyard shift. I have never been good at living the degenerate gamer lifestyle. I have many friends, especially growing up, that like would indeed be gaming deep into the night. But I remember whenever I would go to bed very late, I would just get sad. I notice my best way to not get depressed is to make sure that I can sleep at a reasonable hour. So I probably wouldn't function particularly great working through now, unless you get like very used to it, I suppose. I think the worst is when you keep swapping around your sleep schedule. That's absolute terror. All right, I gotta get a harvester camp. Yep, harvester camp, so I can get the plant fibers right over here. There we go. So I can make roads, by the way. My base is extremely ugly at the moment. Don't know what the point of roads is. A simple path doesn't cost any resources, but grants a 5% increase in speed. Ah! And you can use it to, like, make a symmetrical base, which may be the most important part. Let's all be real here for a second. Too many words, not reading that. Instead, what I'll do is I'll complain about the game when I don't understand something, rather than, you know, read the game's advice. I don't want to read the encyclopedia right now, okay? Maybe at some point I will. I'm just kidding, I won't. This base is going to be extremely ugly, by the way. This is not me trying to make a nice base. This is me slapping down some roads and hoping for the best. You tried to get aesthetic with your roads and then you panic and it looks like a colony of ants. Ooh. Is this just a shift in the weather? Oh, looming darkness. The rampaging storm stifles the spirit of all living creatures. An additional stack of this effect is added for each hostility level. I don't know, game. But I'll let you explain it at some later time, I suppose, when I ultimately fail. Storm year 1, next drizzle in 50 seconds. Hostility of the forest. Ah, yeah. People are growing more anxious? Dude, the game is slowly coming back to me. So not only are we playing like a day-night cycle type of thing, we're also dealing with the seasons. And there's a lot of RNG, right? So the amount of hearts decreases the hostility of the forest, but the amount of villagers increases it. So the more villagers I have, the worse it's going to be. So I'm already very close to finishing the Queen's orders right now. Okay, next up I need to refine some stuff, it seems. So I need to refine wood into planks, and then I guess clay into bricks. And then some, I don't know, whatever we're producing over here, we need to refine that into fabric. Okay.
Used to play WoW Hardcore Raider and PvP with Oz and NZ players. I live in Los Angeles, long time MOBA and RTS player, so right now it's my evening 7 AM.
Ah, I see. Yeah, if you live in LA, I guess to Australia, it's a pretty significant time difference. I'm guessing if it's like 7 AM in LA, it's probably like maybe mid-evening time in Australia. Something like that, right? That sounds about right. Yeah. Kind of works out. Just the ping is annoying, I guess. Hard to play RTS games in particular with ping. I feel like maybe with like World of Warcraft or whatever, it's a little bit more relaxing, but... Okay, so we can make a crude workstation for planks, fabric, bricks, and pipes. Thank you, by the way, for the $5, Yesher. Very generous of you. Yesher with the casual $10 tips, basically. Okay, so they have to be in range. Can I move this? Oh, you can. Dude, you can move anything. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Maybe I did know it. I just don't remember it. I don't know if this is a good spot. That's loco, dude. Yeah, I don't think it's free for everything. But it says this thing can be moved around for free. But I think that's mostly because I'm playing like the earliest early game possible, you know? Hey, what's this? A herbalist camp. So I can salvage it or I can rebuild it. I can choose. The animations in this game are actually really satisfying. Like in general, it's really good. Okay. I don't actually have enough people. I do have quite a lot of food though. Crafting resources. I have fuel as well for the fire. Not bad. I can choose a cornerstone. No one can weather the storm alone. The Queen offers you a cornerstone that will lay the foundation for your town's prosperity. Choose wisely, as you won't be able to change it. I will go with this one. Mostly because that's my current assignment. Alright, Velstras, noted. So we need to make all of these things, right? Okay, yeah, they are set up to be making all of these things. Used to install rainpunk engines. I have never heard of that before. I remember refining planks, fabric, and then also these bricks, but I don't know about pipes. Maybe that's a new thing, or at least new for me. I need copper bars for it anyways, which I do not have. So I think I just wait, right? I think the crude workstation will probably just do all of its own stuff, and we should be good. Rainpunk is indeed from one of the patches. Okay. I am a sucker for games that like have good music. And I really like this sort of... I feel like basically all music becomes better when you add rain sound effects. You know, adding a rainy mood to some simple piano tunes or whatever. It changes the whole vibe, you know? But I'm always a sucker for relaxing music. Also known as boring music for many people. Do I just keep gathering food? We don't seem to be doing anything here. What are you guys doing? Okay, you're finishing it up right now? Yeah. So they're making 2 of each. Glade events are objects found in the forest, like abandoned caches, survivor camps, ruins, small beasts, or wild beasts. Okay, I see. Oh, this is the edge of the world right over here. We're on a tiny little island. I guess it doesn't rain that much in the Netherlands? Oh, it rains a lot, dude. I don't know how many days of the year it rains over here. I can ask AI, hold up. How many days a year does it rain in the Netherlands on average? We don't get quite as much rain as like England, for example. England catches the most of the rain that comes from the North Sea. But the Netherlands experiences rain on average 180 to 200 days per year. Yeah, it rains a little bit. I don't really need to run this like Glade event, right? Not really useful. Maybe I need parts for something, I don't know. Loco has gills, confirmed. Basically, the entirety of Dutch history is people trying to fight the water. And then a whole bunch of folks like drown or whatever, and then, you know, we go fighting the water again. And it seems like at this point we have beaten the water. And when I say we, I take 0 credit for it. I just, you know, this is just my spawn location. But it seems like a lot of Dutch engineers have done the work. Shout out to the engineers. Yeah, water is playing the long game. Water is gonna win eventually for sure. No doubt about it. Probably not in my lifetime though, so that's kind of nice. Maybe. Maybe. Apparently, the main concern that smart people in the Netherlands have is not so much the water coming in from the seas, but any of the surrounding countries that don't have such engineering. Apparently, they're mostly concerned from, like, for example, mountains in Germany, where all of the water will slide down the mountain straight into the Netherlands. Apparently, that's a bigger issue than the actual sea, but I don't know. Living in the Netherlands is like a PvE IRL game? Yeah. Although not to the same level as like Australia or whatever, you know? That's just straight up PvE. That's like hardcore PvE. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Ooh, I actually have to cut through a dangerous glade now. Change the resource from scrolls to fabrics in the ancient shrine found in the dangerous glade. Deliver 1 ancient tablet, a valuable source of knowledge, highly sought after. All right. So I need to probably move these things. What's the hotkey for moving? M. It's a terrible hotkey. But fine. I feel like I'm going to be moving a lot of stuff throughout this game. Okay. Cut it. No, the Netherlands is pretty good as far as, like, most of those things go. Like, we don't get, like, tsunamis or, like, earthquakes or tornadoes or any of that sort of thing. So, as far as natural disasters go, that shouldn't be as much an issue, but... maybe. You never know. I can build houses for these people. I don't know, though. I don't really plan on making them houses. Because I'm fairly sure we win as soon as I go into the glade and I do whatever the game wants me to do there. Ah, I can hit Alt to see where all my folks are working. That's good. Ooh, I can scroll as well to select my workers. Can I swap them out? Oh, that's smooth. I can right-click him as well. Dang, that's smooth. Okay, I like that. Very easy to shuffle workers. A long time ago, there was a German comedy show with a running gag about Angela Merkel's plans for how she would solve Germany's problems if elected. It always started with flooding Holland as some convoluted plan. Please, no. Ooh, B as well is to see the resource notes. That's great. Thank you, Brad. So these are a 2-star. I don't know what that is, but it's okay. She got your vote immediately for suggesting to flood the Netherlands? That's reasonable. What does Merkel do these days? Is she still in politics? Or did she, like, completely GG? Did she, like, fly her command center to the corner of the map? Should be Hunter, yeah. No one knows what she does? To be fair, she did politics for a very long time. Is there a hotkey that I can hit to, like, copy the building I have selected? I feel like this game has a lot of refinement. There's no way that they don't, right? Can I, like, click the shelter button? Or can I click the shelter and then copy the thing that I have selected? Does anybody know? Shift? No. I want to make a new one. I want to make an additional shelter. There is a hotkey. You've rebound it. Let me see. Key bindings. Oh. Building hotkeys. Okay. Mirror building, copy building. Wait, it is shift. What? Am I dumb? Oh, I don't have anything selected. Okay, you just hover over it and then you hit shift. Dang. I love how refined everything is in this game. It's good. What's up, Schaden? All right, here we go. So this is the ancient shrine over here. Change scrolls to fabric at the ancient shrine. All right, so this takes a little bit of time. Yeah. So I get a reward of an ancient tablet. But what is the problem again with me trying to harvest this? Disturbing the ruins of the great civilization can have grave consequences. Kills 3 random villagers. That's okay. That's 3 less mouths to feed, you know what I mean? Sounds like a positive to me. Plus, I mean, I think when I complete this, I win the mission for now. Oh, I don't have the material for it. Ah, so this is going to trigger right now. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, it actually hits random ones. It hit 3 humans. Screw the humans. We don't need humans. All right, are you guys on your way? Wait, you guys are idling. Why? Why are you guys not doing the thing? Oh, I have to click the button? I didn't realize I had to click the button for it. I see. I just assigned them like I did for the others, you know, thingies. I promise I've played a video game before, okay? I've played 1 or 2. Well, for the previous things, I didn't need to, like, confirm them. But I guess it's good that I need to confirm them here. Man, you can zoom in pretty far. To be fair, that first one was not avoidable anyways, I don't think. Okay. We're doing the thing. Here we go. I got a ancient tablet. Now all I need to do, I think, is bring the ancient tablet home? I don't know. Why are the trees throbbing? People generally don't use that word to describe trees that are moving around with the wind tensor. Alright, here we go. I've done it! Settlement completed! This village has been secured, but there is one more test of your skills. Wait, what? How is there possibly more? I did everything perfectly. I get food stockpiles, a basic currency of the realm, earned by completing settlements, can be used to purchase upgrades in the smoldering city. Oh. Press the any key to start. I can do that. I hit spacebar this time around. Villagers with low resolve will start leaving, increasing the queen's impatience. Keeping resolve exceptionally high will grant passive reputation over time. Oh. Satisfying your villagers' needs with food, homes, and services will increase your... Okay. Ah, so that's another way to get resolve points. Just satisfy your villagers. Each species has different mix of needs. It's hard to please everyone all of the time. Farmers can plant only on farm fields, and those can only be built on fertile soil. Crops are planted in the first season, the drizzle, and harvested during the second, clearance. Gotcha. Build a farm, harvest grain, and serve some ale in a tavern. All right. So I'll pick up a farm over here. So this is a brand new settlement now, right? Yeah, so reputation points is what we ultimately win the game with. And I'm actually already, I need a lot more in this one. We have some Frostpunk vibes here. No. This will go perfectly fine, ASO. Okay. You're yearning for the mines? For now, you need to be yearning for the farmhouse, okay? Wait, do I have to make the farm fueled as well? Probably. There we go. Get building, lads. So my first assignment is to get 6 farm fields. And I get 2 humans and 25 barrels. Hell yeah, love that. Okay, that one probably needs to be going in a moment. If I want to be cutting down the forest, I'm guessing I need to once more have the woodcutter's camp, right? It does take 2 gears in order to make this, but these are seemingly free to move. So the arrow of the house, does that mean where the path needs to connect to it? I think so, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Okay, humans are good at food production. It doesn't need to be, but it's an entrance. Yeah, so if it's an entrance, that's where I probably should be putting my, you know, my paths. I should lead them to that arrow. Yeah, I shouldn't be blocking it. Okay. Woodcutter's camp, need 2 of them and a shelter. So I already did make one of them. There we go. I'll assign some beavers. And we'll cut down some trees over here so I can put down another one of those things. Okay, I can make a shelter. Can accommodate most villagers but won't satisfy the needs of housing. Right, so the housing is to like increase their happiness across the board. Happiness is a resource. An entirely pointless one if you ask me. Okay. Avoid glades, except marked. So they will just like cut down trees, right? That's good. Hey, Nomye! Thank you very much. Don't have enough trees cut down currently for this one. It seems like the shelters don't actually have a entrance. I need to choose a cornerstone. Okay. 5 barrels per minute, not affected by production bonuses. Oh, let's pick that one. Sure. The city must survive. No. Well, actually, maybe. I can open this little thing, right? Should be fine. My next assignment is indeed to get another shelter going, so we'll just build 3 of them. What's up, Rusik? Okay. Next up, I need to get a small trapper's camp. A small crude version of the specialized gathering camp. It's slower and can only collect resources from small gathering nodes, but can collect meat, insects, and eggs. I don't... Wait, is this meat? I don't know if those are eggs. Yeah. I would like to build my base in nice straight lines. I know that's not realistic, but I have to save the kingdom. It's just something I do, man. The entire Earth is depending on me. As per usual, by the way. They always ask me. They always ask me. It's insane. I have saved the world so many times in so many different video games. I shoulder that responsibility with such grace and humility. No one better than me, clearly. Are you guys good at gathering food? Oh, lizards are good at gathering the food. Gotcha. Lizards have sharp teeth. You love this game? Nice. I love lizards. I don't think I should make a path, though, for the woodcutters camps to, like, reach. I just need to bring them slightly closer, I think, so life is easier. When this is cut down, I will try to make another farm in that spot, too, if I can. A small abandoned cache. What's this, then? Break open for stone? Or send to the citadel and I get additional tools? I don't know what I need stone for, so I will simp for the queen. Yeah. Send them to the citadel, baby. I get Amber. I don't know who Amber is, but she sounds hot. No. It's a joke. It's a joke. More grass over here, too. Hey, Loco, my wife and I are coming to Amsterdam in October. Any recommendations? First off, wife flex. Very nice. No builders available. Oh, only when you have idle people is when you build stuff? Is that how it goes? I think so. I'm not really an expert when it comes to, like... It's weird, man. Like, people ask me all the time. But you rarely do sightseeing in your own country. If that makes any sense? Oh, we have production trends. Interesting. I don't really have anything like super critical, I don't think, but... AI in general is very good at planning trips, yes. You meant food? Oh. There are a bunch of tourist traps that I do think are important to avoid. For example, this is like the most common one that people will meme about on the internet. People will go out and buy stroopwafels, which are like these waffle things, right? There's like these syrup waffles. And there's these like stands, there's like well-known spots where they sell these things for like 15 euro. 15 euro! That's insane, man. Look, you can spend your money wherever you like, but for 15 euro, you should get about 20. Also, I've never once eaten one of those as a Dutch person dipped in chocolate with like, I don't know, M&Ms or like little marshmallows or whatever on this. Maybe these are great. It does look good. Yeah, it does look good, but it doesn't look 15 euros of good, you know? Most people in the Netherlands will just buy these like fresh on like a marketplace for like maybe 3 euro. That kind of feels like a lot, but that's reasonable, I think. But there are a bunch of tourist traps in Amsterdam. It needs bacon on it? I don't know about that, man. You buy them at the Albert Heijn. Yes. That is where most Dutch people will buy them. Albert Heijn is a supermarket. Stroopwafel. Let me find the OP stroopwafels for you, okay? Here's like the regular ones. So this is 12 for 2 euro. That's reasonable. This will be like a common thing Dutch people will actually buy. If you want to get the fancy ones, these are pretty good. These are pretty good. These are pretty OP. Don't look at the Nutri-Score. No, the Nutri-Score is not too popular. These are pretty good. This is one with salted caramel, apparently. That sounds pretty good. But yeah, there's definitely some tourist traps. But I think that's probably everywhere. There's a lot of good museums in Amsterdam. Now, I am a nerd. I like going to museums. What's weird about the Nutri-Score in Dutch supermarkets is that they are labeled per category. So, for example, if you go to like the potato chips aisle, there will be potato chips with a relatively high Nutri-Score rating because they are rated within their category. So you will probably have some, I don't know, some like relatively healthy for the potato chip category, one that has like a B or an A or whatever. And this is where a lot of people are caught up. They're like, oh, I'm eating healthy. I'm eating potato chips all day. It's honestly not a terrible system. The main question is when you get products that can fit in multiple categories, how do you label them? Where do you put them? But yeah, this is a thing that they're trying to do for years now. You're doing the Van Gogh and Rembrandt Museum? Okay. Rijksmuseum is also a bit of a banger. They're all pretty close to one another. There's the thing in Amsterdam called the Museumplein, which is like the museum square, I guess. Ah, here's an aerial picture. Most of the big museums seem to be... I mean, not most of them. There's obviously a lot of museums in the city, but... that's the Rijksmuseum over there. There's like a bunch of them. You can't really go wrong, to be honest. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of good places. What a weird football field. Yeah. They built parks and stuff. It's weird. Yeah, most museums in cities, I think, are usually pretty solid. Can't really go wrong, right? I wonder if maybe you can call the Anne Frank, like the Anne Frank house, which is like the Anne Frank house. Like, I wonder if that one can be called overrated. It is like one of those things you know, if you... I have seen... Okay, here's the thing. The Anne Frank house is where Anne Frank lived during World War II, right? It's definitely historically very important. But queuing up for hours to go shovel through a couple of little rooms and then leave again is not worth it in my mind. Maybe if you can buy tickets in advance or whatever, that might be worth doing. But people queue up like multiple blocks to go into the Anne Frank house, and it's a house. Yeah, you can go into the house. It's fine. It's you know, you can do that if you want to, but do I still cast viewer games? I do sometimes, but not too frequently. Yeah. No, I wouldn't queue up for more than like a half hour for it. Unless you really want to go there. But again, this may be one of those things because like... It's very common, I guess, for like Dutch school trips to go that way. So like most Dutch kids will have been at some point. So like maybe it's one of those cases where like because you live close, you don't really find it too interesting. I can imagine if you live in New York City, you're not gonna go check out the Statue of Liberty every couple of weeks. Because it's just there. But as a tourist, it's also kind of weird to go to New York and not have seen the Statue of Liberty. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Your mileage may vary. It's a pretty small city, though. Like, Amsterdam is not that big compared to many of those cities out there. Like, Amsterdam has, like, I think it's like 800,000 inhabitants. Which is very small compared to, like, a London or a Paris or really any capital city. All right, sorry. The queen is waiting, chat. We're not doing a good job. I need to make a smokehouse, and I need to enable meat in the jerky recipe, and then I need to make jerky in the smokehouse. Yeah, I think Amsterdam doesn't even have 1 million inhabitants. It's pretty wild. So, like, in Dutch cities in general, they've taken, like, city borders very seriously. Effectively, like, they haven't been allowed to build outside of the city borders for a very long time. And this is the case, like, all over the country. So, you know, like, how in a lot of places, like, you have a bunch of, like, towns that kind of grew together as they all expanded beyond their borders? We don't really have that so much in the Netherlands, because there's always been, like, limits. And especially those old cities used to have, like, city walls around them, too, so that, like, physically limited them. But a lot of the cities are not as big as you would see in, like, some of those other big capitals. I only have one thing to pick, so... That's smaller than Austin? Yeah. I'm sure it is. Texas is just freaking big, man. Let me make the smokehouse. No builders available. Okay. Am I doing the thing, by the way? Yes, I am doing the thing. Guess we can move one of you guys away. Yeah, the Netherlands is very small compared to Texas. There's this great website called The True Size Off that kind of puts it in perspective. Here's the Netherlands. And we can drag the Netherlands over Texas. Let me actually pull out Texas over here. Look at this shit. The Netherlands could literally be a rounding error in Texas. Yeah, most of Texas is obviously very empty. But, you know, there's like 18 million people in the Netherlands. I don't know how many people there are in Texas. Inhabitants, Texas. 31 million. Okay. So it's yeah, population density is pretty significant. Especially in Amsterdam, though. Because way more than 800,000 people would love to live in Amsterdam. It's just extremely expensive. Newcomers are waiting. Oh, nice. I need more people. I'll take 3 people. Wait, you can put people inside of the smokehouse before it's done? Interesting. That lizard was me, Loco. Thanks for letting me in. No worries, dude. My vegetable production is not that high. Yeah, Amsterdam is just super old. That's kind of the thing, right? It's just been around forever. Okay. So I gotta smoke some meat right over here. So what do I have to do? I have to enable meat in the jerky recipe. Ah, meat right over there. Yeah. And then I have to smoke some jerky. I don't need to do pottery or any of that. Cool. So all I need to do right now is wait for the smokehouse to finish its job. Dude, it's pretty wild though. Like some of the houses in Amsterdam are just insanely crooked. So people will spend an insane amount of money buying these houses that definitely one day in the future are just going to like drown. Like, look at this. This is a common thing in Amsterdam. You have this all over the place. Basically, the Netherlands is one giant swamp. Yeah, they'll just collapse. At some point, like these, like one, I don't know how much it would be, but like one floor of a house like this. So this would be like a 4-story, like I can imagine this would be like an easy 3-4 million for the whole building. I don't really know because I don't think they generally sell the building. They will sell them, you know. But I can imagine if you live in a place like this, your insurance is going to be having a bit of a premium because it might literally collapse at some point, which is kind of, it's kind of unlucky. Yeah, you get, yeah. There's a lot of leaning. Yeah, I think they're built on like stilts. But many of those houses are built hundreds of years ago, right? So I think they built them on stilts, like just a bunch of wooden things in the floor and then, or in the water, and then they build them on top of that. And obviously those can kind of like People live in those? Oh yeah, very wealthy people live in those. That's the kicker, man. It's not people that are, you know, they don't have any place to live. These are very well-off folks that live in those places. Can I add another human, please? Nice. I want to smoke some meats. You can't even get insurance in some places in Florida now? Really? I thought you could always get insurance as long as you pay enough. I feel like you can find something. Someone's gonna want to insure you, but all right, we finished another round of orders. Nice. Well, a lot of the houses too are like, oh, what do you call this? It's like a national monument type of thing. Meaning that like they are considered to be traditional homes and you can't really adjust much. So for example, if you would want to change the roof, you probably aren't allowed to. Yeah, they're pretty much, yeah, it's like a heritage thing. Exactly, heritage is the word I'm looking for. So they're probably like a heritage house or a heritage like... And you know, you can't just make adjustments. So even if they were fixable, like you could probably fix the foundation somehow. But I don't know if they would be allowed to actually fix the slant. Exactly, yes. You would probably be able to like, maybe they are structurally stabilized already, right? Like, I don't know. But they look kind of... We call it the historical patrimony? All right. Well, that is not a word I was going to come up with, but I... Could you get the government to fix them? Probably not, no. I went to the Netherlands for my studies. I haven't been to the biggest cities, but I've seen the small ones, and the architecture gives off a really nice vibe. Huh. Yeah, I don't live in Amsterdam, obviously. As a streamer, living in Amsterdam sounds insane, dude. As a content creator, like I can literally work from anywhere. As long as there's solid internet. Loco's playing at ×1 speed. It hurts my soul. I'm doing a tutorial, Matthew. Also, I'm doing a lot of yapping. I'm not even playing at ×1 speed. I'm playing at like ×0.5. There's a lot of yapping. Welcome to my Just Chatting live stream, where I occasionally do something in the video game. Alright, we're making a brewery now. I have a lot of bottles. Look at this, Matthew. Matthew, are you seeing this? ×3 speed! I have to hit button 4 in order to go to ×3 speed. That bothers me a bit, I'm not gonna lie. That's because the first increase, the first increment is 50%. Okay, fine. Does anybody like this? Okay, humans like making beer. Ooh, piano solo in the back. Never mind, it's done. No more piano solo. Okay, so I want to be making ale. And I want to be making barrels of the stuff. Yeah. So this is teaching me about the recipes in the game. So the farm only produces food? How does this work? Like, what is the cycle of the seasons? It says drizzle, and then it said something about something else. I think if I wanted to start up another farm right now would be the time to do so, but I really don't need it, so I won't. Yeah, so it's next year's drizzle. That's how it goes. Or next storm, or the next season, rather, is drizzle. And then we get clearance. Okay, cool. More brewing. Is trouble brewing? That's what we want. You watch my videos actually for the yapping? That's the best part. Thank you. For watching in general. I think if I have resources though, I may as well make another farm, right? The problem is I'm gonna have to like... I guess I can make another one over here too now. Okay. I kind of love the look over here of the ancient hearth. It's very pretty. You could also sell other crops to buy everything else that traders have? Oh, I see. Okay, can we get some brewery going? Okay, we're almost done actually. We're just doing the thing right now. I have one human. One human and one beaver working together in harmony. What a beautiful sight. I have one homeless person too. Fuck him. No, sorry, that's mean. No, that's not right. Okay. This game is actually super stressful. So far, it's not. Laurent's actually going away for a few days, chat. I'll be home alone between Wednesday. Oh, that's tomorrow. And Sunday. How am I gonna survive? Am I gonna have to cry myself to sleep? Oh no. Oh no. I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow. Maybe. Probably not. Pizza time? Yeah, but I've been eating very healthy lately. I have been tracking my calories. I mean, obviously you can still eat pizza even if you track your calories and all that, right? But I have been trying to be a good boy. No, I can cook. I cook usually. Usually what happens when she goes away for a few days is I'm a degenerate for like one day and then, I'm bored. I'm like, all right, this was fun. You can come back home now. Nice. Get another one. Tavern, a place where the villagers can fulfill their needs for leisure and luxury. Ooh. I can make a trading post as well, but I don't think I need one of those in the tutorial. I think this is still the tutorial. I don't know. Man, building is huge. This whole game is just one crisis after another. Okay. Your parents left for a week, so you had to do the cooking for you and your brother. Whenever your brother cooked, he messed up the kitchen. That's a sign of a new cook, okay? After cooking for some time, you realize that you do the cleaning, at least some of it, while you're waiting for food to be done. Your brother may be Bronze League, but he's getting there, dude. At least he's ranking up. Okay. Do I just go into the glades? I guess I do. Let's just dig some of them. He's not efficient at all, dude. His micro sucks, but maybe one day he'll be able to get it under control. My brother said that cleaning takes too much time and that he wants to eat raw vegetables for the rest of his life. Dang. He's formed some very strong opinions over the course of a few days. This sounds just like the StarCraft 2 community, dude. It's like, I lost one game against Banelings. Banelings are clearly overpowered. Blizzard. It's like, all right, buddy. Seems like we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but hey. I need more people over here for this, man. I need things. Like, that seems like an overreaction, you know? Going from eating raw foods because you don't want to... Or going from eating cooked meals to only wanting to eat raw foods because you don't want to clean. It's kind of a jump. It's kind of a leap. Yeah. If it's hard to clean stuff, then eating raw food sounds like your only best option. He put dumplings in... Wait, he put dumplings directly into the pan without any oil? Oh, no. Maybe he's a lost cause, dude. Too bad, too bad. Alright, a drizzle wing nest. Which raw food is the best? Chicken. No. No, actually, no, that's probably the worst. No. Feels salmonella, man. Yeah, no, not ideal. Chicken sashimi? Ugh. Doesn't sound like a good idea. Why are you guys not building it? So do you guys only start building it if I take people off? What's the problem here? Oh, I need more planks. Dang it, I'm stupid. I'm yapping so much that I'm not even paying attention. Did I make one of these? I did not. Nobody make fun of me, okay? I just realized that they aren't building the structure because I don't have fabric and I don't have planks. This is the game trying to pull a sneaky one on me right now. And they've done it. They've done it, man. Impressive stuff, honestly. How do I... Priority 5. It doesn't go up to 9 like it does in Oxygen Not Included, but I guess this is okay. Priority 5 is the new priority 9. Okay, so I need to be making planks. Planks and fabric. Planks and fabric, planks and fabric, planks and... Yeah, make him. Override the global limit. Production limit. Ooh. It's kind of hot. Alright, just build it. Just build it. No gathering nodes anymore. Oh, I love that it gives me a notification for that. That's awesome. Okay. Because you know, I don't like it when my dudes are idle, doing nothing. That's neat. What's this? This is my workstation, right? That I was, yeah, shouting about. Okay, good. So this is where my resources are stored. The main warehouse. This is not Stormgate. This is against the Stormgate. Or wait, no, against the storm. Newcomers are waiting. Sick. All right, so we're slowly building this thing up. Just gotta wait until the fabric and the planks are in, and then we can build this. Priority 5. Every evening, a gleeman tells stories about past glories and times before the Great Civil War. +3 to global resolve. Some buildings effect do not stack. All right, we're building up the scaffolding. My SCVs are hard at work. And then I need to put some humans in here. There we go. So you only get the gleeman's tails when you put 3 dudes in there, I think. Or at least it seems like that's what it's trying to signify, or signify over here. Oh, my beavers or my lizard rotter are so happy right now that I'm getting free resolve. Just wait until the Gleeman tails come up, man. Why are you guys so happy, by the way? Oh, you guys are just quickly happy. Beavers are always complaining. I see. Humans also complain a lot. But lizards, not so much. I'm a big lizard person. I'm a lizard guy. I'm a lizard main. Yeah, channel your inner lizard. Okay, so the need for leisure needs to be fulfilled. I think all I need to do is wait. We need to drink a lot of beer. And at that point, we get the Gleeman tails and everybody's gonna be happy. Do you get to pick what kind of lizard you are? No. I don't know what the best lizard to be is, though. Like, if you could respawn as a lizard, I don't know what sort of lizard you would want to be. I feel like being a lizard in IRL is not the best. Okay. Cannibalism? Yo, that's nice. Love that. You guys should check out my freezer in real life. Oh, I have this one already done. Dude, I'm so good at the game. Did you see that? That's crazy. I've already done the thing. Oh, apparently I need to deliver 10 packs of provisions for the last one. Currently, my freezer is literally full with 5 kilos of chicken and 5 kilos of vegetable. That's all I have, man. That's literally my entire freezer right now. Actually, I ate some of it. I think it's probably more to like 4 kilos to 4 kilos. I have a 50-50 mix. It is chicken, I promise you guys. It's pre-cooked. Yeah, the art style is very Warcrafty, I agree. Provisions necessary for sending caravans into the wild, used to fulfill orders, trade, and pay for trade routes. Okay. So I don't know how I'll make those. But I can also just win by making my beavers happy, right? Oh, makeshift post. That's where I make them. All right. So I want to be making packs of provision, but I need to change the recipe to meat. Meat and eggs. We don't care about the rest. I do need to put people in here. No, I think this is a good art style. What I like about the Warcrafty art style is we GG out. What I like about the Warcrafty art style in general is that it ages really well. You know, like I don't think anybody would really call Warcraft 3 an ugly game. Like you can see that it's kind of, you know, dated. But it's not ugly. It's the same for like StarCraft 2, man. Like StarCraft 2, if you compare it to games that came out in 2010 as well, it still looks glorious. Now, obviously, they've made some graphical improvements with the DLCs and stuff, but StarCraft still looks good. Nobody's gonna call it ugly. I don't think so anyways. It's so legible, man. Like Kerrigan in 4K? Poor. Alright, so I've unlocked a lot more structures here. I have unlocked the herbalist camp, the fishing hut, the mine, the citadel upgrades. I don't know what that is. The flame amulets, an artifact infused with the power of the holy flame. Hostility from woodcutters is decreased by 4, and then I have rich glades. Newly discovered gathering notes have more charges. Okay, +5 for small notes, and +15 for large ones. Okay. You proved your worth by securing this settlement. Your training is hereby complete. Gamers, we've done it.